Some very interesting information has come out about Pittsburgh Steelers and a quarterback, Kenny Pickett. According to Jerry Dulac, who is a Pittsburgh Post-Gazette guy, covered the Steelers for a long time. After the Browns game, the Pittsburgh Steelers were at a crossroads. Something had to happen. The offense was stagnated. So, they were contemplating some things. And at that time, they elected to fire Matt Canada. But benching Kenny Pickett was also in the conversation. So, according to this, the information, man, if that was the case, then maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers aren't as sold as people think of quarterback Kenny Pickett, man. And if you look at the situation now, it's just kind of got a little tricky for the Steelers and quarterback Kenny Pickett, because after that Browns game, we all know Matt Canada was fired. There were 7 games left in the season. So with that time, you say, hey, there's some time left. We can see what's really going on with Kenny Pickett, in those 7 games. But now that's probably not going to happen. Kenny Pickett goes down with an ankle injury, 2 to 4 weeks, with only 5 weeks left. So he come back, maybe if he could come back. It's significant injury, ankle, when you got to move around and things like that. So if he doesn't, suffer a setback or things like that, he'll probably be back for maybe the last game, a game or two, and that's not enough time. And then you have the playoffs if the Steelers, make the playoffs. So you can evaluate his playoff performance and things like that. But this is his second year. This is the year you want to see if he's the guy or not. If you just take a look at the quarterbacks in the AFC North, just in the division, Joe Burrow in his second year, Super Bowl appearance. Lamar Jackson, second year MVP. So. And those are franchise quarterbacks, in the division. And that's what you wanted to see if Kenny Pickett was one of those guys, if he was a franchise guy. But now with him being out for the rest of this season, not really seeing too much, at the beginning of the season. So it's like, where are you really at with Kenny Pickett? How long do you really have? To go with this thing. I believe that the Pittsburgh Steelers will give Kenny Pickett another year, another year with a coordinator. Hopefully they get him a good coordinator so you can really see, that was the thing about Matt Canada, getting rid of him last year to really put Kenny Pickett in a better position with play calling wise and better personnel and things like that. So you can, have a better evaluation, but that didn't happen. It happened mid-season this year. Kenny Pickett goes down a few games after you make the move. So now you're really like, okay, what do we do? The free agent market, for the Steelers, not for the Steelers, but for the NFL at the end of the year, you're looking at guys like Tyrod Taylor and Bridgewater and guys like that, man. So, I mean, making a run for Cousins and things like that, I don't know. But it's like drafting a quarterback may be in the cards for the Steelers this year, with the deep draft. It's deep. Not all the teams are going to draft quarterbacks, so there's going to be some talent in the second, maybe third round. So that may be something that maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers are eyeing. And if you look at it, man, Omar Khan did not draft. He was not here when Kenny Pickett was drafted. That was a Mike Colbert, Kevin Colbert. He was the guy in charge. When Kenny Pickett was drafted. So Khan, there's no ties to Pickett with Khan, and you see Khan, he likes to make moves. So this may be something he shakes up himself. Bringing in a guy for his regime. Because he has to win ball games and keep the organization afloat himself. So it's just interesting. Like I said, Jerry Dulac, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette guy, credible source, reported this. And so if this is true, man, then the Pittsburgh Steelers may not be, as sold as people think. If you're contemplating on benching your so-called franchise guy, that's what he's supposed to be, then maybe you don't think he's that much of a franchise quarterback after all. So we'll just have to see what goes on now. Like I said, he's hurt. Mitchell Trubisky comes in. What if he lights it up? What do they go back to Mitchell's the starter and we're back to square one with drafting another quarterback like they did, last year when Kenny Pickett was drafted? So it's going to be interesting to see, and we'll just have to pay attention to the situation with the Pittsburgh Steelers organization and quarterback Kenny Pickett, but they may not be all in after all. So thanks for watching the video. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to get all the new videos. And until next time, I'm out.